Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure to bring you at last the NCVF Men's Division I National Championship game. My name is Rob St. Clair. This is the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri. We will turn it over to my man Ken on PA to introduce the match, introduce these teams, and I will bring you all the storylines. Both of these teams are defending national champions, and I'm going to leave you with that for now. The Wisconsin Badgers take on the Loyola Chicago Ramblers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The National Collegiate Volleyball Federation welcomes you to the 2024 NCVF National Collegiate Club Volleyball Championships. The NCVF would like to thank you for showing your support of these student athletes by attending the match this evening. We are proud of these competitors who have advanced through 3 days of grueling competition and have arrived here in the championship match. We would like to remind players, coaches, and spectators that pursuing victory with honor is about fair play and respect. Please cooperate in making this contest exemplary and in the finest tradition of collegiate club athletics. We also remind you that the officials here tonight are men and women who have been selected on the basis of their expertise, fairness, and integrity. Please treat them with the respect they deserve. Thank you for your cooperation and support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to the flag for the singing of our national anthem, to be performed by Jessica Jacoby from Santa Clara University.
I'm going to spotlight her. When I get her on, will you swap it?
LOYOLA, the captain. Number 25, Jack Jeddick. Libero, number 2, Henry Elliott. Number 7, Nate Luce. Number 8, Claude Ritchie. Number 12, Eric Weesey. Number 13, Dominic Azanet. Number 14, Michael Hines. Number 15, Bennett Murdoch. Number 22, Parker Newman. Number 23, Sam Ludicky. Number 52, Jacques Baldwin. And number 66, Joe Lima. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Wisconsin Badgers, the captain, number 3, Thomas O'Shea. Number 8, Nathan Chuck Libero. Number 1, Luke Guzman. Number 5, Jack Wolbers. Number 7, Sam Skelly. Number 10, Connor Durst. Number 11, Jack Ruth. Number 12, Mason Durst. Number 14, Sam Polentini. Number 15, Aiden Van Edler. Number 16, Patrick Akers. Number 21, Jesse Igiula. And number 30, Edwards Jan Merzen. The coaches for Madison are Jocelyn Boyer and M.J. Hamill. Tonight's referees, the line judges Tim Boyer and Nima Kamari. The second referee is Paula Martin. And our first referee is Luke Rose.
Ladies and gentlemen, if that right there doesn't get you going, that introduction, that amazing national anthem, the light show, the lineup introductions, this crowd, come on. This is what it's all about. This is American volleyball at its finest. This is the 2024 NCVF Men's Division I National Championship, and both of these teams are the reigning national champions. The Wisconsin Badgers won this tournament last year. They defeated the University of Illinois in last year's Men's Division I championship match here in Kansas City. The Loyola Ramblers won the national championship last year in Kansas City in Men's Division I AA. Loyola moving up a division this year where they so clearly belong. Both of these teams, we know the moment the stage is not too big, they've both gotten it done in this city on a similar stage to this. Nothing ever as big and as beautiful as this T-Mobile Center. But Wisconsin and Loyola are ready. Are you ready?
Here we go.
The Wisconsin Badgers on the far side in cream and red. The Loyola Ramblers in white and maroon on the near side. My name is Rob St. Clair. You're tuning into NCVF Volleyball on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Here we go. That ball is hit out of bounds, and Wisconsin gets on the board first. Jack Jeddick, number 25 in white. one of two world-class arms, or at least just tremendous next-level attackers relative to the NCVF level. 6'8" outside hitter, number 25 in white, going high there and missing it long. Wisconsin on the board first on the far side. Claude Ridzi in the middle, number 8 in white. Let's see, is that a net touch on the Loyola setter? I believe it is. Dominic Bazinet, number 13 in white, first-team All-American last year in Division I AA. Commits the net fault. That's more like it for Jedek. That's a good swing off the block and out of bounds. Loyola is on the board. Eric Lisi comes in to serve for Ridzi. Wow, what a turn in the middle by Jesse Igiwola. Number 21, and I'm going to go ahead and call that Wisconsin color cream. I'm calling it cream. They clearly love to play into the Wisconsin dairy theme on their side. They won a championship last year wearing cow print shorts, so we're going with cream and red for Wisconsin. Connor Durst back to serve. Whoa, what a stuff block that is. Jesse Igiwola straight down, shuts down Ben Murdoch. Wisconsin is coming flying out the gates. Excellent fight-off pass by Parker Newman, the other Loyola outside hitter, and an amazing swing out of the back row by Nate Luce. Get used to hearing that. Number 7 in white, last year's National Player of the Year in Men's Division I AA. Up at this level with his Loyola Chicago team where they belong. Bazinet, the outstanding Loyola setter. Handled easily by Mason Durst, but he gets the ball on the left side and over-rotates the Durst brothers. Connor, number 10, Mason, number 12, the outside hitter pair for the Badgers. Perfect pass. Igiwola scores again. That ball is down, yeah, in front of the defensive effort. 5-3, the correct score. We got that for you. Perfect pass by Loyola libero Henry Elliott. Loose the lefty on the left side. Amazing stab from Connor Durst. And his brother Mason sends it over. Jedek on the right side, rips it down the line off the block of Mason Durst and out of bounds. Loyola finding their footing in this format. Amazing tournament run that they had, taking first in their pool on Thursday, taking down number 2 overall seed Central Florida, making an incredible run through the gold bracket today to get to this point. We'll go over who both teams beat to get here. That is a straight down stuff block by Parker Newman. Tight set and absolutely nowhere to go for Aiden Van Eppern. The opposite for Wisconsin, number 15, straight down stuff block, and we're tied up at 5. Some tone-setting highlight reel plays early on for both teams. Wisconsin retakes the lead on the Jedek service error. Service substitution, Luke de Guzman, number 1 on the far side for Wisconsin. Not a great pass by Jedek. Bazinet deals with it, so does Newman, and it's recycled. Pretty nice play there by Elliott. Then Jedek out of the back row takes the swing off the block and out of bounds. That is a good scramble and making something out of nothing there for Loyola. Both of these teams have the size, the firepower, and the skill to play with any team in the country at any level. So many of these players either did or could have played NCAA Division I volleyball. This is seriously high-level ball. Despite that float service error out of bounds there. Bad timing on that one, Rob. Number 11 in cream, Jack Ruth, in to play the backcourt outside hitter for Wisconsin. Pretty good pass by Elliott. Loose on the right side, blasted cross court. That ball is dug, would have been going in. Chased down by Elliott. Jedek out of the back row in transition. Through the block and down. Big number 14 in cream, Sam Polenti, 6'9" beast in the middle, was there with the ball rattled through his hands and fell. We're tied up at 7 for Nate Luce, who has a cannon for a left shoulder. Wow, that ball is torched. Wisconsin setter Ochalek runs it down. Oh, but a miscommunication. Wow. The ball falls on Loyola's side, or excuse me, Wisconsin's side. That is uncharacteristic of a team that won a national championship a year ago. Loose again. More good pressure. Right on the net. Excellent rescue from Ochalek, but Elliott is there defensively. Now Bazinet takes a swing. Look at that, the Loyola setter. Off an amazing dig from Henry Elliott that'll also go down in the stat sheet as an assist. Look at Dominic Bazinet, 5'10", getting up and taking a rip at it. You love to see it. Luce comes up short this time. Loyola's run through this tournament today. They beat a very good Texas A&M team in 3 this morning. They beat a very good Penn State team in 3 later on. Then they beat the number 1 seed overall in the tournament, Missouri, in the semifinals 2-0. Jedek out of the back row again. The Wisconsin block too late to close. Wisconsin's run through the gold bracket, 6-0 in sets through 3 rounds, 2-0 over Alabama, 2-0 over Virginia Tech, 2-0 over Illinois in a rematch of last year's national championship game. That ball is hit out of bounds by Connor Durst, no touch. It's Loyola out to an early lead in Wisconsin, making a couple uncharacteristic errors that you don't expect from a reigning champion. Good serve by Newman. Durst, sharp cross court, brilliant touch by Elliott, keep it alive, that ball's in! Oh my goodness, a dig kill, a libero kill in the national championship game. Henry Elliott has got a point on the board for the Loyola Ramblers. Timeout Wisconsin. A couple very uncharacteristic plays for the Badgers. Letting balls fall, hitting balls out of bounds. Loyola Chicago playing up a division where they so clearly belong. As our president of the NCVF and tournament director, Doug Hinton, presents the NCVF Coach of the Year Awards. On the men's side to Cal Poly, on the women's side to the University of Oregon. Congrats to our coaches who are such a big part of their respective club teams. Newman serving out of the timeout for Loyola. Wisconsin needs side out, and they get it.
The service on point, Wisconsin. Substitution for the Badgers, Amy Van Hepburn checks in. The server is Thomas Ochalek.
Ochalek, the Wisconsin quarterback. Work to do now on his float serve. Good blocking lineup here for Wisconsin. Bazinet to the middle. What a dig by Chung right off the chest. Ball's still alive. You got to go back to Ridzi here, don't you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Great setting from Dominic Bazinet. Claude Ridzi. Not to be denied twice. Heck of a dig, though, by Nathan Chung on the far side for Wisconsin. Chucking himself in the way of that ball, popping it up off the chest. But it is 13-9 Ramblers. Pretty good block touch there by Murdoch to slow down the middle. Now Jedek in transition is stuffed straight down. Big time block by Connor Durst on the right side with Ajiwola there as well. So a transition look for Loyola, not capitalized upon. Serving sub undone on the Ramblers side, and Mason Durst, the front court outside hitter at 6'7", monstrous number 12 in cream and red. into the front row across from his brother, Connor, who serves now. Beautiful swing by Luce out of the back row. Just beautiful, excellent set from Bazinet as well, with so much line to swing at. Luce keeps the elbow high, rips it off, and another massive blocker. 14-10 Loyola in the first, best 2 out of 3 set match to decide the Division I national champion in the last match of the season. That is a really good swing on the right side by Aiden Van Epperen against a one-on-one. Wola made a couple loud plays early. Luce on the left side, deep cross court, beautiful dig by Durst. Excellent rescue from Ochalik, but can't quite be kept inside the antenna by Van Epperen, and Loyola sides out to send Jack Jeddick back to the service line, their captain. A 6'8" outside hitter with excellent all-around skill. Had the pleasure of interviewing him on our YouTube broadcast yesterday. Ooh, inside ball, Durst adjusts. Jeddick sets Newman, who recycles. Bazinet to Luce, his stuff straight down. And absolutely nowhere for Nate Luce to go on that one. Those blockers, 6'7" and 6'9". And I kind of think, just by looking at him, that Mason Durst is underselling his height at 6'7". I think he might be a lot closer to his teammate Sam Polentini at 6'9". That's as big of a block as you'll see anywhere in the country on any level, NCAA included. De Guzman back to serve. Off the bench, puts pressure on Jeddick. Newman rolls it into the block to recycle. Oh, but the key portion of the recycle play is that your teammates cover for you, and that ball falls on the Loyola side. Wisconsin clawing back within 2 here. Rotation 2 receive for Loyola. Another imperfect pass from Jeddick. Newman against 2 blockers, blocked and covered. Murdoch ready that time. Now Jeddick out of the back row. Off the set from Luce, hits it out of bounds. No touch, another point Wisconsin. Ooh, I see a message from reigning National Player of the Year, Nathan Lawton from Wisconsin in the chat. Thank you, Nathan, I appreciate you. Keep up the activity in the YouTube live chat, by the way. I love to see it. Perfect pass there. Jeddick out of the back row. A little bit of a traffic jam, and that is going to be a back row attack violation. Yeah, Jeddick barely jumped, but he's 6'8", so it's still very possible for him to have contacted that ball above the level of the net with his feet in front of the attack line. Tied up at 15. Now Loyola, the team, getting a tiny bit sloppy. De Guzman doing work at the service line for the Badgers. Elliott there off the tape. Newman against the one-on-one, puts it away brilliantly cross court. Very good setting by Bazinet to restore some order. Ooh, I just heard the chants from the Loyola women's team, who are active behind the Loyola men's bench, saying he's a freshman about Parker Newman. Wow. That is unstoppable from Sam Polentini. You get a 6'9" guy in the middle like that. It'll just be a pleasure to set this Wisconsin on. Well, really both these teams have almost too many toys at your disposal if you're either one of these setters. Jack Ruth in off the bench for Mason Durst, Connor Durst into the front court. Tied up at 16. First to 25, 2 points clear. Takes the first set of the national championship game. Good cut serve there. Luce is stuffed straight down. A straight down hammer block. One-on-one by Connor Durst. Unreal move by number 10 in cream. Unreal move. The Wisconsin program trying to sweep the men's divisions of national championships. The Wisconsin B team won the national championship earlier this afternoon. Much earlier. Feels like forever ago at this point that Wisconsin B commandingly beat Ohio State B to win the Division III national title. Loyola in the middle off the block and out of bounds. Excellent swing from Claude Ridzi. 17 apiece. Every point on serve that anybody can get is really magnified at a point like this, especially both these teams are just so good. Nate Luce, a very scary server, unleashes one right on cue. Durst down the line, that is straight over the top of the block of Dominic Bazinet. Excellent setting by Thomas Ochalek, recognizing the mismatch. Durst, 6'2", super good athlete. Oh, another misconnection in the back row. Jedek standing on the ground, almost scores anyway. Then Igiwola up unavailable in transition, and Wisconsin's lead is 2. Jesse Igiwola playing himself an awesome first set in this national championship game. Nathan Chung back to serve. Liberos can serve at the NCVF level in all divisions. Ridzi high off the fingertips of a double block. That's how much respect number 8 in white pulls from Wisconsin to really commit 2 guys to try and slow him down in perfect pass situations. Parker Newman serving, trailing by 1. Pretty good pass from De Guzman. Igiwola again, this time into the block of Jedek and stuffed straight down. Speaking of double blocking commitments against middle attackers, amazing help play by number 25 in white to combine with Ridzi and shut down Igiwola. And we are tied. Big time stuff block there. Tight pass. Jedek on the overpass swing. Amazing touch by Durst. Free ball chance here for the Ramblers. Bazinet attempts the setter dump. Who touched that ball last? It was Wisconsin. Bazinet, the front court setter, makes a play and tools the block. Loyola takes the lead, 20-19. Excellent serving from Parker Newman. Perfect pass by Ruth. Durst! Oh my goodness, that ball is detonated. Come on, what a swing. You could see that coming from a mile away, the way the block left the space around the line. Connor Durst is on fire right now. Ochalek, the setter, back to serve. Oh, he comes up short on the floater. That is not a good error. Serving sub again on the Loyola side. Eric Weiss, number 12, the backup libero, in to serve for Ridzi. 12 substitutions per set per team. So a lot of flexibility to bring guys in and off the bench, but another float service error. Service sub is undone, and now Mason Durst, the big man, comes back into the front court for Wisconsin, and his brother goes back to serve after ripping 2 balls in the front row a few points ago. 21-21. Headed for some drama here late in the first set. Excellent pass by Newman. Jedek is stuffed straight down. Jesse Igiwola again. What a move by number 21 in cream and red. That is electrifying, and Wisconsin takes the lead. Perfect pass again. Murdoch in the middle, throws it into the block and gets his own rebound. Now loose out of the back row. Excellent deep cross-court swing. That is perfect. Last tile of the court in both directions. Loyola had to have it too. Bazinet back to serve. Much better blocking rotations now for Loyola. Size everywhere. Good float serve working on Durst. He's way inside the court. Igiwola somehow goes through the block of Jedek and down on the Loyola side. I am not exactly sure how that's possible. But Igiwola with yet another point in this first set. He goes back to serve here. Puts some float service pressure on Newman. This is a tricky play. Free ball chance for Wisconsin to go up by 2 to bring up set point. Oh my goodness, that ball's hit out of bounds. But wait, no it's not. A block touch is called. Polentini got the block touch call that he was looking for. And after landing and after the call was made, Nate Luce agreed, give thumbs up. Set point Wisconsin, 24-22. Jedek to stay alive, and he does. Loyola very much alive. And we were broadcasting a match on Thursday over at the Convention Center that Loyola made an all-time comeback against UC Davis from down 20-12, forced an overtime situation. Jack Jeddick with his back against the wall served an ace to win the match. Different situation here, but similarly capable. Not a great toss, keeps it in play. Wisconsin for the set. Deep cross court on the right side and missed out of bounds by Aiden Van Eppern. Oh my goodness. And now Jeddick is licking his chops. Green light chance for number 25 in white. A huge unforced error for Wisconsin to force overtime. First to get 2 points clear takes the first set. Tricky pass from Chung, but Elliott off the swing of Mason Durst can't quite get there. Luke de Guzman, the back row substitute, in to serve on set point Badgers. Now they got to do it the hard way. They've got to earn one. A break point to win the set. Rotation 2 receive for Loyola. See how much confidence they have to go to Jeddick out of the back row given the recent misconnections. Newman, cross court. Durst is there, but Luce takes a swing. It's right on top of the net and he puts it away. Smart play by Nate Luce. Last year's Division I AA National Player of the Year. Elliott, the Loyola libero, serving at 25 all, and a terrible float service error out of bounds by the Wisconsin bench. Set point Wisconsin. Jack Ruth. Rotation 3 receive for Loyola. Luce the primary option in the front row on the right side. Wisconsin getting loud, Loyola getting loud. Easy serve, pass by Jeddick. Luce through the block and down. Oh man, I thought Durst had a chance at a one-on-one block for a second there. Nate Luce to serve. Has been in this situation before, has been on this stage. Rolls it down the line at Ruth. Polentini blocked, covered by Chung. Durst is stuffed straight down. Claude Ridzi comes flying in out of nowhere to seal it with Bazinet and bring up Loyola set points. Time out Badgers. Just look at this crowd. Just look at this atmosphere. It doesn't get any better than this. Nate Luce serving for the first set of the national championship for Loyola of Chicago, 27-26. Could this be it? A serve! Oh my goodness! Loyola Chicago fights off multiple set points and they come back to steal it 27-25, and Nate Luce was the hero who pumps up the crowd. But now it's time for one of the great traditions in all of college volleyball. Stand up, sing along, listen, and wish you were here for Sweet Caroline. Oh man, I don't even have any words for how awesome that tradition is. If you've never been to NCVF Nationals, we'll see you next year in Phoenix, Arizona. You better get yourself there. But as good as of a job as I hope we're doing on this broadcast, nothing does justice to being in this arena and feeling this energy. It is the best crowd in all of American volleyball. Nothing like the NCVF family getting together to sing Sweet Caroline. But now, we got volleyball to watch. It is getting serious here. Loyola Chicago won the first set, 28-26. Can they do it again? Dom Bazinet on the near side serving. And Wisconsin gets the first point of the set the easy way. Oh, is Bazinet bleeding? What's going on here? Got yeah, he's going over to the bench. Yeah, he is. Okay, we got someone pretty ready to go with a bandage and some tape. Looks like he's bleeding on the palm of his left hand somehow. But worth noting, Bazinet's a setter. Is that going to affect the way his hand feels and the way the ball comes out of his hands? Interesting. Also got to make sure there's no blood on that volleyball. We got to get it out of the mix. Interesting. I didn't expect this in the first point of the second set. We are ready to continue. Thomas Oshalek serving for the Badgers. Decent pass by Jedek. Loose on the left side. Such a good deep cross-court swing. Both Jedek and Luce for Loyola in their spare time between being college students and playing club for the Ramblers. Been playing a little bit of even higher level volleyball for the 630 Breeze of the Volleyball League of America, playing best of 5 setters against professionals on the weekends. It's a good way to train for Collegiate Club Nationals. Wisconsin throws that ball straight down the line. Mason Durst back into the front court. Really good pass there by Newman. Back row combination. What a diving play by Durst. Unbelievable dig. Newman off the tape down the line. Oshalek is there. Mason Durst sends it over. That net is moving a lot, but no call. Jedek out of the back row this time. Chung can't handle it. Tone-setting point there for the second set. Loyola wins it. We're tied at 2, but man, that defensive play by Connor Durst was unbelievable. To react that fast and cover that much ground, to dive to your left and scoop that ball, it's amazing. Henry Elliott back to serve for the Ramblers. That ball is right on the sideline. Perfect swing there for Jesse Igiwola. Takes some pretty special athleticism to come from the right sideline like that and move to your left to the middle of the court, and then against your body's momentum, work your shoulder back and hit that ball to the right sideline. Wow, what a set by Luce. That was gorgeous, and a pretty good recycle by Newman as well. This is over on the Wisconsin side, though, as a free ball. Excellent dig by Elliott. He got a dig kill earlier in the first set in a similar spot, but no luck that time. Kill for Sam Polentini. Igiwola working on Newman. Perfect pass. Luce against the one-on-one. Takes advantage of the late blocker and terminates. Perfect pass there by Parker Newman. I've been really impressed by that kid. Number 22 in white, hanging in there in every phase. Just the perfect complementary outside hitter to Luce and Jedek. Who is this coming back? Chung with an excellent effort. He's able to keep it alive. Free ball chance here for Loyola. Newman has to adjust to a ball set too far behind him, and Wisconsin takes the point. What a defensive hustle play by Chung. Chasing it down away from your camera towards the spectators. De Guzman in off the bench for the Badgers to serve as usual. Huge blocking lineup in the front court for Wisconsin right now. Loose out of the back row, targets the double block, goes through it. Durst, meet me at the top of the antenna and don't be late. Mason Durst picks that thing up from the top of the net, easily up there at 11 feet, probably higher, and throws that ball straight down for a 6-3 Badger lead. Wisconsin's been stringing a lot of points together on the serve of Luke de Guzman here, both sets. Perfect pass by Elliott. One-handed feed to Rizny, is barely able to send it over. Durst to Durst. Roll shot handled pretty easily. Now Rizzy, a much better looking middle attack that time. That is insane shoulder work from almost all the way over to the left sideline to work that back to his right. Claudius Rizdy. Very impressive. Oh, right through his hands that time goes Mason Durst. The Badgers trying to bring yet another national championship back to the state of Wisconsin. Badgers won last year on the A-team level. Their men's B team won this year. They had two state of Wisconsin teams in the men's Division II final. Oh, no way. No way. I don't believe what I just saw. You gotta be kidding me, Jack Jedek. What business did he even have taking a swing at that? That was outrageous. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Running across the net off of 1 foot and hammering a ball from right on top of the net. Ridiculous. Durst right into the chest of Luce, and he can't handle the heat.
The server is Nathan Chung.
8-5 Badgers. Nathan Chung, the excellent Wisconsin libero, back to serve. Excellent swing by Jedek, pounded through a seam in the block and down. This is about as small as the Wisconsin front court can get. Igiwola is 6'2", Connor Durst 6'2", Oshalek 5'11". Jedek 6'8", goes straight over the top of him. Igiwola hangs in the air, dug up just underneath the video board, kept alive, and Luce sends it over. Durst tipped down the line. Pretty good touch there from Luce. Oshalek too high to Igiwola and 4 contacts. The defense from the Ramblers paying huge dividends. Dom Bazinet is everywhere. And man, Nate Luce, what just an awesome all-around volleyball player. Not just a big banger. Speaking of big bangers, that is straight over the top of the block from LOYOLA. He is so dynamic.
Back to serve for the Badgers is Oshelek.
Aiden Van Eppern into the front court at opposite for Wisconsin. Oshelek back to serve. Oh, a lucky ace serve from Oshelek, trickling over the tape in front of Jedek. 3-point lead for Wisconsin in pretty lucky fashion as we pass 11 o'clock p.m. here in Kansas City. Late night volleyball, and nobody from this crowd has left the building. Jedek fights off the float serve. Gets slowed down nicely by Durst, but he gets his own rebound. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's awesome. Pays to be 6'8" sometimes, you know. You take a good high swing, it pops straight back up in the air. You're standing flat-footed, and you pound it to the floor for a highlight reel play. Love it. Jedek to serve. Not quite as much of a highlight right there.
Now serving Connor Durst.
Excellent pass by Elliott. Newman ripped down the line. That ball is in, right on the sideline. Wisconsin tried to sell it as if it missed, and line judge all over it. And they admitted that was an excellent swing by number 22 in white. Tricky pass there from Mason Durst. Good rescue attempt by Oshelek, but now Ridzi in the middle sends it back over. And that is a net violation by LOYOLA. I think Luce, as he turned around, pulled the net down with his elbow.
Now serving Jesse Igiwola.
Igiwola serving, 3-point Badger lead. They've maintained a decent level of control. There's no stopping that though. Ridzi across his body, no problem. Loyola University Chicago, as many of you know, is a very good championship pedigree NCAA men's volleyball team. More on that in a moment. Ridzi tipped over on that subject. Free ball chance here. Oh, really nice read by Chung against the setter. Dump attempt. Polentini in the middle, missed it out of bounds. Unforced error there. As some of you who have played the NCVF level may know, there is a roster limit for every team. You can have at most 2 players on your roster that were ever on an NCAA or quote-unquote varsity roster at some point in their collegiate careers. Loyola has 2. Nate Luce, who just missed that serve out of bounds, and Claude Ridsley both played at least for a little bit of time on Loyola's varsity NCAA team. Jedek out of the back row, came up a little bit short, tried to chop it across his body, and the net got in the way. Wisconsin's level of control continues, as that's kind of the word that I'm feeling about how this second set is going. Wisconsin right now in control. Decent pass by Elliott. Ridsley in the middle again. Love a middle who works that hard to be up and available, and love even more when the setter rewards him. Parker Newman. Durst down the line. That's Mason Durst, the bigger of the two. good vision against the smaller blocker there. Jack Ruth off the bench to serve once again for Wisconsin. Perfect pass by Elliott. Ritzy again, this time shut down one-on-one by Polentini. Oh man, what a read by number 14 in cream and red. 6'9", fronting the middle attack, keeping his hands high, reacting quickly to get up and over the net, and it's excellent mechanics aided by a 6'9" frame. 16-12 Wisconsin. Continuing that feeling of control that they have right now. Jedek fights off a good jump spin serve. Then hammers that ball off the block and out of bounds down the line. Really good set by Dom Bazinet. Pushing that thing all the way across the court to Jedek on the left side. Eric Weesey, the defensive specialist, puts in the float serve. Easily handled by Chung. Polentini over the block. Newman is there. Great look in transition. Jedek against two blockers. Kept alive by Oshalek on the Wisconsin side. Tricky play for Durst. Luce makes the read, but just too late. Wisconsin's lead again is 4.
On the service line for the Badger, it is David Chung.
Cleaning up the floor there by where Luce dove. Perfect pass by Elliott. Jedek again, unstoppable with that contact point on the left side.
On the serve is Dominic Bazinet.
Good blocking rotations here for Loyola, trying to mount a comeback, sort of similar to what they did in set number 1. They trailed 24-22 and escaped. No escape in that, though, from Jesse Ajiwola. Man, that dude is up there. Especially against a much smaller middle blocker in Ben Murdoch, who just can't climb the ladder quite the same way unless you full jump commit. And that is not a place a middle blocker wants to be. Oshalek to serve for the Badgers. Luce on the left side. Oh, is thrown down by Ajiwola. Dunked on. What a one-handed jam by number 21 in cream and red. And now Wisconsin is feeling it. They had control. Now they have a little bit more juice and some confidence. Timeout Loyola, 19-14 Badgers. Out of the timeout, Thomas Oshalek. 19-14. Wisconsin can feel a tie-breaking set for the national championship, and so can I. Good swing there from Luce. Gets Loyola out of rotation 1, but I feel like this matchup deserves a tiebreaker. As let's see, we've played 6 national finals so far today in this building. This is the 7th. Of the previous 6, 4 of them went the distance, of course. Which is explains part of why we're playing this match at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night. Good shot down the line there by Durst. Elliott is all over it. This is not quite hittable, though, for Luce, and even worse, he sends it over and gets called for a double contact.
Now
Connor Durst I've been really, really impressed by. I know his brother last year was the All-American. You kind of got to give it to him when you got a 6'8" outside hitter, but Connor has been really exceptional. However, even Connor Durst's defensive ability, which we've seen in position 6, not even that is stopping that run out of the pipe by Jack Jeddick. Oh my goodness, that ball's in. A float service ace by Henry Elliott. Drops it over the heads of the receivers and right on the baseline. And if you're Loyola right here, you look across the net at Wisconsin's reception pattern, you look at big giant number 12 trying to pass the ball in position 5. If you don't go at that guy, there it is, right on cue. Perfect pass though. Oh, pretty good stab there by Luce, but not enough, and a rare kill from Aiden Van Eppern, the opposite. We'll say that's one thing that Loyola has, a big banger on the right side, who's a more primary part of the offense. Right on cue, loose high off the hands of Durst and Polentini and out of bounds. Not saying Van Eppern can't be that guy, just that Wisconsin doesn't use him quite as much. Loose to serve, 18-21. This set is far from over, especially if Luce can put a couple gnarly left-handed spinners in right about now. Perfect pass by Durst. Van Eppern again, dug by Luce very nicely. Ridzi in transition, that ball a little bit overset, has to go over as a free ball. Polentini blocked in transition and covered. Durst, really good slow down touch by Ridzi. Quick ball, then Newman thrown down, amazing coverage. But right on top of the net, this ball is still alive. What a touch by Luce. Free ball for Wisconsin. Oshelek to Polentini, slowed down again. One of the rallies of the tournament right here. Newman. Durst is there. Polentini blocked by Ridzi and covered. Van Eppern wasn't really ready for that. Oshelek was in the coverage play. The rally continues, and finally through the block and down goes Mason Durst. What a rally by both teams. Oh man. You just do not see rallies of that length that often in the men's game. When you do, it is electrifying. 22-18 Wisconsin. De Guzman has served the ball great off the bench. Ooh, setter dump. What a play by Chung on the pancake. Jeddick out of the back row off of Chung by the Wisconsin bench, not coming back. Really loved the game that Dom Bazinet has been setting for the Loyola Ramblers. He fixed some of the misconnections to Jeddick in the pipe early, and then the timing of using that play has been perfect. Ooh, nice serve work by Newman, working on De Guzman. Now a decent transition chance for the Ramblers. Jeddick to get within 2. Cross court, Durst absorbs it. Chung chases it down. Coming over as a free ball to Loyola. Loose, Bazinet, Jeddick. Cross court again, this time not coming back. 20-22. Timeout Wisconsin. I was just wondering if now would be the time when they choose to call one, and it is. Loyola pumping up the crowd. This comeback is very possible. Can Wisconsin talk it over in the timeout and regain control? It is 11:22 p.m. and you've got thousands of people in an arena in Kansas City, Missouri watching volleyball. What more could you ask for, man? Tell you what, a lot of people have been trying to figure out the secret to putting butts in seats for a volleyball game. Not an easy task, especially not in North America. Those people can really learn something from this event, man. out of the timeout. Just an enormous serve coming right here from Parker Newman. Potentially a tournament-defining point. Not a great pass. Durst, absolutely destroyed, straight over the top of the block. Wow, Mason Durst climbing the ladder in a big way. What a time to use every millimeter of that 6'8" frame. Huge insurance point there for Wisconsin. They lead 23-20. Jack Ruth off the bench. Easy serve, practically a lollipop spinner there. Ridzi, wow, interesting. Ridzi, a middle blocker, just staying behind the setter and ripping a red ball. Don't always see that. Ridzi is a pretty gnarly athlete, though. Just give him a high ball and see what he can do. I like it. Obviously, I'm acutely familiar of how every middle desperately wants to just get out of the middle and hit some balls somewhere else. We see off the bench. Polentini slowed down by Murdoch. Excellent stab by Newman. Is this ball hittable for Jedek? I think it could be, but he misjudges the spacing and comes up short on the roll shot. Set point Badgers. 24-21. They had this very moment in the last set. It was 24-22, which definitely does feel different. But Loyola made the comeback. Can Wisconsin do it right here to force this national championship game into a tiebreaker? Bazinet, Jedek, slowed down by a good touch. Durst for the set, through the block and down. Loose diving, can't quite get there. Of course we're going 3. Of course we're going the distance. It had to be this way for a matchup of this caliber. Which one of these two YouTube live chat. Let me know your thoughts. Give us a subscribe on the YouTube channel and sit back, grab a beverage, and enjoy set number 3 to decide a national championship. This is it, Ken. Well said. Our MC in the house, Ken, done an unbelievable job for going on 10 hours or so that we've been playing volleyball here in the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. And it all comes down to this. Set number 3 between Loyola in white on the near side and Wisconsin cream and red on the far side to decide the national champion. Wisconsin going back-to-back in Division 1A is on the line. Loyola going back-to-back in 2 different divisions is on the line. First to 15 wins it. What a scoop by Elliott with one hand. Another scoop by Elliott with one hand. This time can't be controlled, and Jesse Igiwola has been incredible for the Wisconsin Badgers. Thomas Oshalek, the Badgers setter, working on Jedik's hands in reception. Jedik adjusts to an inside set, tries to go down the line and misses it out of bounds. 2-0 start for the Badgers. If Wisconsin wins this match, if Wisconsin wins back-to-back national championships, they are unquestionably the best college club program in the country, especially considering their B team won a national championship earlier today in men's Division 3. Nice chase down here, but a free ball chance for Loyola. Where does Bazinet go? Loose on the left side, off the fingertips and out of here. Nate Luce gets Loyola on the board. Pretty good pressure there from Jedik. Handled brilliantly, and again, Igiwola in the middle having a massive impact. I see discussions in the chat going on right now about who the MVP is going to be. That is a fantastic question that I can't possibly answer. We'll obviously go to the winning team. But that's one of my favorite things about these two teams and about the match that they're playing here is that there is no clear MVP. These teams are so good. Look at that dig by Chung right on cue. Durst out of the back row, handled by Jedik. High swing by Nate Luce, dug again by Connor Durst. Igiwola is stuffed straight down. Oh my goodness, what a commit block by Ben Murdoch. Oh man. We have not seen Igiwola blocked like that all night. Loyola gets back within 1 with an exclamation point. Eric Weesey off the bench to serve and play some defense. Oh my goodness, 2 in a row. Another gigantic stuff block for the Ramblers, this time Parker Newman. Oh, that's awesome. How does that affect Aiden Van Epperen's confidence next time they go to him? Durst through the block of Ridzi this time. Badgers retake the lead 4-3. Ramblers undo the service substitution. Igiwola, who, in my opinion, now none of this is up to me. There's a committee that decides these things. Igiwola has absolutely earned himself a spot on the all-tournament team, despite that serve there. Plenty of time to go before point 15, the magical finish line that represents a national championship. But a run here from Nate Luce could be huge, and he gets a lucky one. A tape trickler. The net slows it down enough to drop it in front of Mason Durst, and he had no chance. Loyola takes the lead. Another incredible serve by Luce. Handled brilliantly, though, by Durst, but he goes into the antenna. Wow, a huge unforced error there. Mason Durst passed a dime off a really good server and had a matchup against a much shorter blocker, but he hit it into the red and white candy cane. Loyola leads by 2. Luce a little more conservative that time, but right on top of the net, and look at that swing by Dom Bazinet. That is a 5'10" setter getting up and crunching that ball to the left sideline. Time out, Badgers. You can feel the vibes in this building. The Loyola fan base is certainly feeling the vibes. The women's team, all matching t-shirts, all written up signs supporting their men's team. The Loyola bench is dancing in the huddle. Wisconsin, all business. They've got a comeback to make. They are back out on the court already. Luce to continue his service run, already 3 points in a row. Connor Durst fights it off. This is a very tricky ball for Mason Durst, but high off the block of Ridzi and out of bounds. An extremely clutch swing by big number 12 in cream and red. So I'm standing right here. I'm looking at Polentini and Mason Durst next to each other, and I'm just laughing that they were not listed at the exact same height. Those two dudes are identically massive. De Guzman has been a great addition for Wisconsin off the bench serving. Jedek out of the back row here off of Chung and out of bounds. Another excellent run. Jack Jedek on the wrist away shot on the pipe. I love the game that Dom Bazinet has been setting. I said it before, I'll say it again. Also love the game of Parker Newman. Ooh, setter dump attempt. Elliott is there. Jedek in transition. Didn't have a whole lot of footwork chance, but Mason Durst makes a good play. Now Connor Durst out of the back row, off the tape, and out of bounds. No luck there for Connor Durst. It didn't miss by much, but definitely wide. It is 9-5. Parker Newman again. Mason Durst, that ball's definitely touched. Excellent call. Good utilization of the mismatch by Thomas Oshalek. 6'8", straight over the top of 5'10". That is most of you watching can probably do that math at home. Jack Ruth off the bench to serve again for the Badgers. Cuts it short and comes up with an ace. That ball shanked by Elliott into the Wisconsin bench. I love that service mix-up by Jack Ruth. Now we'll see how Loyola adjusts. Do the receivers take a step forward? If so, does Ruth try and rip it deep? The chess match between servers and receivers on the biggest stage. He does rip it deep. Elliott off the tape somehow keeps it alive. Jedek, a really good swing. Ridzi wins the joust. Oshalek attempts the pineapple, but it's run down easily by Elliott. Now Ridzi tipped over the top in the middle and still alive. Crazy rally. Connor Durst is a back row player, had to stay down. Elliott steps in to bump set Jedek off the hands of Oshalek. De Guzman is there. Off the block and out of bounds goes Connor Durst. It is a 1-point game, a 3-0 run by the Badgers. Excellent serving from Jack Ruth. Can he do it again? Really good pass by Elliott. Ooh, loose out of the back row. Had the stutter step. Chung was there, but couldn't quite control it. Clutch fix right there for Nate Luce. That is a big point for Loyola to go back up by 2. Henry Elliott played a brilliant match so far, and it's not over yet. Puts a serve in play there. Connor Durst slowed down nicely by Bazinet. Oh, but Bazinet can't turn around and find the ball fast enough before it falls, and the Polentini intimidation factor might have had something to do with it too. 1 point game for Nathan Chung. Tight pass, center dump, read by Chung, somehow kept off the floor. No double contact called. Murdoch in the middle, Chung is there again. 2 digs for the Wisconsin libero. Good read there by Jedek. And now he's in the middle, that ball is in. Oh my goodness, called out of bounds, and I disagree. I disagree with that call. That ball was in. It's a tough call for the line judge. It's coming right at him. You instinctively want to turn away. I've got a great look at that. That ball was in bounds. Wisconsin just caught a break. It's 10-10. How does Jedek respond? He responds brilliantly. Such a good high swing. Loyola all signaling that the ball never lies. Now we'll see what the stories the ball has to tell in the hands of Dom Bazinet at the service line. Good pass by Ruth. Wola, that ball set too high. Not touched though, so it's still only 3 contacts. Loose, no block up. Chung is there though. Wola in transition. Still not connecting perfectly. Loose for a 2-point lead. Did he get the touch? No. Out of bounds and we're tied.
On the service line,
Thomas Oshalek. The Badgers setter against Loyola, rotation 1 receive. Good pass by Jedek. He's available in the middle of the court, and this time a no-doubter. Jedek with a little bit of a stare down as he lights up Chung. (12-11) Loyola. Huge opportunity here for Jedek at the service line. Rotation 1 receive for Wisconsin. Pretty good pressure on Chung. Tight pass. That was the ball on top of the net. No net violation. Murdoch threw it straight down, and it is a 2-point Loyola lead. And as I expected, Wisconsin will call their second and final timeout. Loyola is 2 points away from one of the most improbable national championships I can ever remember. I have never imagined a team could win the national championship in Division I AA, which I know some people make the joke that you get awarded the 49th best team in the country when you do that, because there's 48 teams in Division I that the committee seated above you. But if you ask me, a national championship is a national championship, and it proves that you have something that not very many teams do. Loyola is proven right now that they have it. But do they have it for 2 more points? And you and I already know that Wisconsin has it too. They won this tournament last year. They have been here before. But now they need a side out. They need a side out of rotation 1. I expect this ball to go to Wola if it's passed well enough. Jedek keeps it in play. Oh, nice touch by Jedek. Loose, keeps it alive. Free ball chance here for the Badgers. Durst blocked by Loose, kept alive though. And that is into the antenna. Oh my goodness, Loyola wins the scramble. It is 14-11. Championship points. Wisconsin is out of timeouts. There is very little that they can do except try to side out Jack Jedek right here. Serving for the championship. Good pass by Chung. Wola destroyed in the middle. Not yet. Not yet. And now Mason Durst at 6'8" comes into the front row to block. His brother, Connor Durst, number 10, serving for Wisconsin to stay alive. Championship point number 2 for the Ramblers. Bazinet, Jedek out of the back row. It's down. Unbelievable. The Loyola Chicago Ramblers have climbed to the top of the ladder. They've won their second straight national championship, but this time it's the big one. You have got to be kidding me. The Loyola Ramblers are taking the title home to Chicago. 15-12 in the third over the reigning champs, Wisconsin. What a performance by the Loyola Chicago Ramblers. Jack Jeddick is the hero with the championship-winning kill. And I'm so curious if any of these Loyola Chicago guys could have ever thought that this was possible. Clearly they know that they were a good team. Winning D1 AA last year is no small feat. But to make the run that they made, this is going down in the history books for sure. And tremendous congratulations to Wisconsin. They valiantly defended last year's title, and I still would argue, and I don't know who would argue against me, that the Wisconsin Badgers, that men's club volleyball team is the best club program top to bottom in the country. A Division I title last year, a Division I final this year, a Division III title this year. Congratulations to the Wisconsin Badgers. So much to feel good about. But the title is coming home to Chicago.
So again, if both teams can head to the stage for your presentation, so we can get that started.
Incredible. Just incredible. Just incredible. I want to thank each and every one of you so much for watching this incredible NCVF Championships tournament and all of our title matches today. It has been a long day, a long week, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This tournament deserves this level of coverage. This level of volleyball needs to be put in the spotlight, and we've done that this week. My name is Rob St. Clair. We love you all very much. Thanks for being volleyball fans. We will see you next year in Phoenix, Arizona.
So Wisconsin, we're going to go ahead and head up to the stage right now to begin our awards presentation. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our awards for men's Division I, please welcome MIBA Commissioner Sanjay Pirelli, MIBA Assistant Commissioner Phil Haig, and MIBA Director of Competition Dan Kitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our second place team. In men's Division I, let's hear it for the Wisconsin Badgers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the runners-up in men's Division I. Congratulations to the Wisconsin Badgers. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the national champions in men's Division I. Please welcome the LOYOLA Ramblers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for the 2024 NCVF Division I Men's National Champion and recipient of the NCVF Pirelli Cup. Congratulations to the LOYOLA Ramblers! But wait, there's more. In a moment, we're going to announce the all-tournament teams for both Women's Division I and Men's Division I. So if you happen to still be here and you hear your name called, please head up to the stage.